denominator that is subtracted from the exponent of the numerator. And here for the power loss, you have a to the power of m. Also, that all taken to the power, what you do is you multiply the exponents. For example, if I have 5 squared, 5 to the power of 2 taken to the power of 3, or 5 squared to the power of 3, that's going to give me 5 to the power of 2 by 3. Or 5 to the power of 6 for the power law. You should write this down. Some of these laws. Let's say we have 4 to the power of -5 times 4. That's going to give you 4 to the power of -5. Get that times 4 to the power of 1, because 4 equals 4 to the power of 1. That becomes, and that gives us 4 to the power of -5 plus 1, or 4. Now, -5 plus 1, that equals -4, or 1 minus 5. It's 4 to the power of -4. Now, just like I showed you, any number, that means, now that's a regular exponent. But if we have, and that equals what it, and that's above the numerator. Now, if we have a to the power of -n, that's going to give us 1 over a to the power of n. So when you have a negativity in an exponent, it simply means you just place this a to the power of n is placed under 1. And you divide, and that's what it looks like. 1 over a to the power of n. And we're going to apply this reasoning to 4 to the power of -4. So here 4 to the power of -4. So that's going to give us so 4 to the power of -4 so 4 to the power of -4 is equal to 1 over 4 to the power of 4. Okay? Give us 1 over 256. But here's the purpose of what I wanted to show you here. And here. Now we're going to apply this rule power of n, a to the power of m taken to the power of n. Meaning it's what we call, this is a power of a power, or a power of an exponent. Now this is called the power rule of exponents, or power law of exponents. Let's say we have 10 taken to the power of 4, also taken to the power of 2. That's going to give us 10 to the power of 4 times 2, which equals 10 to the power of 8. Now 10 to the power of 8, that gives us 100 million. Gives us 100 million. So we're going to see if that equals, if it's equals to that. Now 10 to the power of 4 equals 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. Now if we take 10 to the power of 4 and we square that, see, because 10 to the power of 4 equals 4 products of 10. Okay? So if we square 10 to the power of 4, that's what that's going to look like. Because 10 to the power of 4 equals 10 by 10 times 10 times 10. Now if we square that, once we square that, then we get 10 by 10 by 10 by 10. And we multiply all these the way across. So here we have, we multiply 10s, you just add up the zeros, you just count the zeros and place however many zeros you have next to your 1. So here you got 8 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To 100 million. Or, yeah, 100 million. Or 10 to the power of 8. Now we're going to discuss the division law of exponents. The division law of exponents. Now we have 2 to the power of 3 over 2 to the power of 4. So we'll say 2. That gives us 2 to the power of 3 minus 2. 2 to the power of 1, or just 2. Okay? So, now breaking this down even further, you see that gives us 2 by 2 by 2 over 2 by 2. that gives us 2 because you see both these portions cancel out. They're going to cancel out or equal 1, and it gives you 2.